JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, one of St. James' most wanted killed in alleged confrontation with cops. The St. James police are reporting that a man, who they have been actively seeking, was fatally shot during an alleged confrontation with officers on Tuesday evening. The deceased has been identified as 34-year-old Kenroy Roach, otherwise called Tika Weed, a labourer of Bogue Hill in the parish. According to the police source, Roach has been on the police's radar for the last few years and is wanted for several crimes, including murders, shootings, and the stockpiling of ammunition. Reports are that about 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday, a police team was in the community when the incident occurred. During the operation, conducted by a team from the St. James Proactive Investigation Unit and the Operation Support Team, Roach and 3 other armed men reportedly emerged from a shop and opened fire on the police officers. The officers, in response to the threat, returned fire. Following the exchange, Roach was found at the rear of the shop with a Glock pistol containing 2 live 9mm rounds. He was transported to the Cornwall Regional Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Investigations continue as the police search for the other 3 gunmen who reportedly fled the scene during the encounter. It is unclear if any of the fleeing gunmen were injured. No police officers were harmed during the operation. Busted among 2 gunned down in St. Anne in separate incidents. A St. Anne man was fatally shot at a shop in Alexandria on Tuesday. The victim, 31-year-old Never Sawyers, also known as Busted, was a labourer residing in Inverness District in the parish. Police reports indicate that around 9:05 p.m., Sawyers was at a shop when he was attacked by unknown assailants who opened fire, fatally injuring him. The police were called to the scene and the Sawyers was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Earlier that day, at around 9 a.m., another incident occurred in which a man was shot and killed while another was wounded during a shooting incident in St. Anne's Bay. The deceased has been identified as 31-year-old Winston Scott, a fisherman and employee of Choco Cove Water Sports. Police reports indicate that around 9 a.m., Scott was reportedly attacked by gunmen who opened fire, fatally injuring him. Upon responding to the incident, law enforcement officers were allegedly fired upon by gunmen. The lawmen reportedly returned fire, resulting in 1 man being shot and wounded. 2 guns, along with a quantity of ammunition, were reportedly seized. Investigations into the incidents are ongoing. St. Anne has recorded at least 4 murders since the beginning of the year. Firefighter held for killing of mother-in-law. A 40-year-old firefighter has been taken into police custody in connection with the killing of his 63-year-old mother-in-law in 9 Palm in Claremont, St. Anne. The deceased woman has been identified as Maxine Parkinson from Archer Hill District in Claremont. Reports received indicate that around 7 a.m. on Tuesday, Parkinson's daughter visited the Claremont police station and filed a missing person report. Police, acting on information hours later, took the son-in-law into custody. The firefighter, it is understood, took the police to a location in 9 Palm and pointed out the body of the elderly woman, which was in a state of decomposition. Parkinson's body reportedly had wounds all over the upper section, and her right eye was missing. She was clad in a black top and a burgundy skirt was on her right leg only. Police said a flashlight and a pair of blue slippers said to belong to the deceased and a black phone charger were at the scene. A black Toyota Voxy owned by the son-in-law was processed at the Claremont police station. A brown stain resembling blood was reportedly swabbed from a machete found inside the driver's door. Blood samples were also taken from the AC unit, trunk, and the running board of the vehicle. Blue paint samples were taken from the front passenger seat and the running board, the police said. Up to Wednesday morning, the firefighter had not been charged.
St. Thomas. Married.
Popcaan pleads guilty to charges arising from unruly fest. dancehall artist Popcaan was fined $6,000 when he appeared in the Morant Bay Courthouse in St. Thomas on Wednesday. The entertainer pleaded guilty to 4 charges stemming from occurrences at Unruly Fest on December 23. Popcaan hurled insults at the police after they pulled the plug on the event shortly before 5 a.m. Cops told entertainers who were on stage at the climax of the event that after allowing an extra hour, it was time to go. According to the authorities, Unruly Fest was scheduled to end at 4 a.m. Following the event, Popcaan was charged with the use of indecent language, disorderly conduct, using abusive and calumnious language, issuing a threat to police officers, and the breaches of the Noise Abatement Act. On Wednesday, the artist was fined $1,500 for each charge: indecent language, disorderly conduct, using abusive and calumnious language, and issuing a threat to police officers. The DJ is to return to court on February 9, at which time the court is expected to make a decision regarding breaches to the Noise Abatement Act. Cop shot by a madman during traffic stop. What began as a traffic stop along Maxfield Avenue yesterday afternoon quickly turned into a bizarre shooting incident, leaving a police constable seriously injured after a man disarmed his colleague and shot him repeatedly. The shooter, who is believed to be of unsound mind, then ran from the scene into the Richmond Park community, clutching the lawman service pistol. The incident occurred about 3:30 p.m. nearing peak hour traffic along the usually busy corridor. An eyewitness said that explosions and screams were heard simultaneously. The police them stopped the taxi man with them passenger them. Them use them transport and cut across the car phone to be in violation. Him did attack to the driver, and the man walk up and disarm him and start shoot the next policeman. The passengers them start scream out and then a beer chaos, the eyewitness said. Witnesses said the shooter appeared to know what he was doing and wanted to end the policeman's life. The policeman reportedly scampered for cover and the shooter was still in pursuit. The woman at the car said she saw the man point the gun and the taximan couldn't use him vehicle feet down the man, but him appeared to be in shock. The policeman tried to run from the shooter and the man turned the gun under the car, and that resulted in the asphalt being shot up, the witness said. It is understood that the man then ran onto a nearby school compound before escaping into the community of Richmond Park. A search team was immediately dispatched and combed the area in search of the shooter, who has been described as being of dark complexion and is 6 feet tall. Up to this morning, the suspect has not been held. It is understood that the injured policeman, who is assigned to the public safety and the traffic enforcement branch PSTAB, was rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital by the same motorist they stopped. He was treated and admitted. Witness gives version of events on night of Reggae Girl's murder. A prosecution witness on Tuesday said she had no memory of 23-year-old Rochelle Foster, who is being tried for the 2019 murder of national senior women's footballer Terriana Plum Plum Clark, telling the police in the aftermath of that incident that she and Clark had argued about a 3-week-old incident and that they had been lovers. According to the police, Foster and Clark were in Halfway Tree, St. Andrew, at Limelight Plaza about 8:50 p.m. on October 31, 2019, when they had a dispute over a cell phone during which Clark was fatally stabbed. The witness, a justice of the peace, in being questioned by attorney Courtney Rowe during the trial now underway in the Home Circuit Court Division of the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston, said she had met with Foster at Halfway Tree Police Station after the incident. She said she was told by cops that Foster was a suspect in the murder and spoke to her to ensure that she was not coerced into giving her statement and that she knew her rights. Whilst you were in the room with her, did you hear her tell the police that she and Terriana used to be in a relationship? Rowe asked the witness. I don't remember, the witness replied. Asked whether she recalled hearing his client tell the police, Terriana is more masculine than I am. The wide-eyed witness muttered no while shaking her head. Under further cross-examining by Rowe as whether or not she had heard his client tell cops that she, Foster, was the one to invite Clark to the plaza and that Foster was the one to grab onto her and begin fighting, the witness said no. She further told the court that she had no recollection of Foster telling the police, Terriana butt me on my head. The witness further rejected suggestions by Rowe that his client had been distraught and in tears while giving her statement to the police about the incident, to the point where she had to be given a brief respite. She, however, said she recalled Foster telling the cops that she was the one to run to the station and to beg for help for a friend, and that she told cops, "Me never mean for she get stabbed, it was an accident." A second JP, who took the stand Tuesday afternoon, also refuted suggestions by Rowe that his client was overcome with grief when telling cops about the incident. "She was not crying, no time at all. No, sir, not a tear," the witness said emphatically. The testimony of the two JPs followed that of an eyewitness on Monday who told the court that on the evening in question there was an argument between Clark and the accused, and that Foster had accused Clark of deliberately ignoring her calls. The witness said Clark responded by saying her phone was acting up and that other individuals were also experiencing difficulties contacting her. It was after that that the witness said that the argument got physical. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.